In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your pet into amazing artwork by using MIDJOURNEY. The first thing you need to do to get started is head over to Discord and download their app. You can use it on Windows or on your phone if you want to. It's a messaging app, and this is where we're going to use MIDJOURNEY. The second step is going to be signing up to MIDJOURNEY. The link to this page will be down below in the description along with Discord, and all you have to do here is just sign into your account. And then you also need to join the beta, which is going to lead you into the Discord server for MIDJOURNEY, where you can test out the tool in some of the newbie channels. If you want to actually have your own direct chat with MIDJOURNEY, where it's a bit easier to follow along, then you need to get one of the paid for plans. And also, if you want to use the images commercially, then you would have to sign up to their subscription. But you can try out the tool for free and generate, I think it's about 25 images for free. So once you're inside of Discord, the first thing you want to do is drag and drop an image of your pet into the chat window. So in my case, it's a direct message with MIDJOURNEY. Just have to hit enter to send this message. In your case, if you're trying it out for free, you would then be inside of the MIDJOURNEY server right here, and you would have to find one of these newbie rooms or channels where you can then type in your image and your prompts. But in this case, it's a bit easier to follow along essentially in a private chat. And to get started, you have to right click on the image of your pet and then click copy link. I would recommend, by the way, to have an image that shows the face of your pet quite clearly. That's just going to make it easier for the AI to create artwork that actually looks like your pet. And then you have to click into this message box right here, type / on your keyboard, then hit enter. That's going to bring up the imagine prompt, and into this we're going to paste the link. You could hit Ctrl V on your keyboard or just paste it like that if you right click, and then we're going to hit space on the keyboard and type something in at the end. For example, floating through space. That's one that I like to do. Then you just have to hit enter, and that's going to send it to MIDJOURNEY, and it's going to take about a minute to create. Let's do another one while that's running. So once again, paste in the link, and let's say kawaii. That's sort of a style that you could try out, and you could also add some adjectives like happy, because typically dogs don't really look like they're smiling, so you could try it with happy. And I would also try out something like at a tropical beach for the location. So one quick tip here, if you want to create images for a greeting card, for example, or for a poster, one thing you can do is you can change the aspect ratio, because by default, as you can see right here, these all come out as squares. So the aspect ratio is 1:1. But for a greeting card or a poster, it's more of a tall sort of format, isn't it? So what we can do to change that is type in -- then AR. That's at the end of a prompt, by the way, and you need a space right here between the text and this extra bit. So -- AR stands for aspect ratio, and then you could type in 3:5, for example. 3 being the width and 5 being the height in terms of the ratio, and then hit enter. Now, as you can see, our other prompts have been generated, so some of these look pretty cute. It looks more like a girl now. Milo's actually a boy, but still interesting to see that style. And floating through space does look pretty interesting. Now, sometimes the anatomy does get out of hand, like right here, or like in this image, because MIDJOURNEY does struggle with anatomy. But I think the bottom right is actually pretty decent. And to explain these little buttons right here, you've essentially got the option now to do various things with your images that have come out. To understand these, first of all, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and U means upscale or increase the quality of the image. So if we wanted a higher quality version of this one in the bottom right, we'd have to click U4. And V stands for variations, and that means if we click V4 right here, it's going to rerun our prompt, but it is going to make similar images to this one in the bottom right. And these arrows in the right corner, they are going to completely redo the entire prompt and give you new results that are not related to the old ones anymore. That's it essentially for these buttons. If we scroll down further, the beach version right here has been created. those look pretty terrible. I did try the same prompt before and had some better results, but that's often the case when you try and create art in Midjourney. You have to go back and sort of adjust the prompt. Maybe the happy tag actually didn't help out that much. So let's just copy this and try again. / imagine. Let's take happy out of this and hit enter. Let's just see what it comes up with. Here is the variations of our space Milo, which do look really cool. And if we wanted to upscale one of these, then we would have to now hit U1, for example. I think that one looks quite decent. And just a few more fun ideas right here for your prompt. You could also make your pet look like a different animal. So one I've done before is as a giraffe. That's quite funny. You could try out different things such as wearing headphones. I've gotten some good results with that. Oftentimes they do look a bit funky, the headphones, but occasionally you'll get a good result. You could try them out in different styles, such as cyberpunk. So the beach version has been recreated and that looks a lot nicer and would possibly work well for a greeting card, which was the intention. And whenever a prompt is done, it will jump to the bottom of the chat. It does look a bit like Milo. It looks more like a giraffe now, but definitely a funny way to experiment with this. Here's the upscaled version of Milo in space. And if you now want to save the image, if you're happy with the result you've got in the end, then what you'd have to do is right click on the image and click save. So there's a free website which you can use to upscale your image even further, and it's called Replicate or Nightmare AI. And I will leave a link to this in the description down below so you can try it out for yourself. Right here in this little box, you want to drag and drop your Midjourney image. So here we go. And then what you can do is you can change the amount of how much it's going to be scaled up. So 8 times as big, do you want it 6 times as big? Just decide that and then hit submit. And it's going to upload your file and then resize it and bring it out in way better quality. You're not really going to see the difference in this YouTube video, but when you actually download the final image and compare it, if you like zoom into his ear, for example, you would notice that in the upscaled version on the right, it would be a lot smoother and not as pixelated. So once this is done, just click on the image. Once it's opened up, right click and then save image as. You can download it to your PC or to your phone that way, and then you're ready to go and use that however you like. I would recommend, oftentimes you might have to do a little bit of Photoshop work as well if the anatomy is a bit off, which it is in this image. It's just an example, but yeah, in some cases you might have to go in there and fix a few things and do some touching up. But besides that, definitely a really cool way to turn your pet into some very creative artwork. If you want to learn how to create and sell sticker designs by using Midjourney, then make sure to check out this video next, where I walk you through the entire process.